You guys see this lady in Philly?
No, what happened?
The Philadelphia car shitter?
Uh-uh.
All right. Shannon, do you want to fill us in?
I'm just gonna play you the video first. You gotta watch real close from the beginning.
Okay. This lady gets out of her car, bends over,
Oh, no.
lifts up her skirt, and fully fires diarrhea.
Yeah.
I might vomit.
This is good. I support her.
And then goes back
Oh.
Incredible.
for a second shot.
Oh, that wasn't an edit? That was. She went
No,
back?
I brought it back to the
Oh,
beginning.
it played twice? Okay,
Yeah. I
was
sorry. My mistake. Don't I look
I don't
silly?
think I have to watch that. That's tough to watch.
Incredible.
Okay.
Bitch just shit on her car.
Oh, my Lord.
We've all been there.
Yeah, by the way, you know it wasn't a black guy filming because he would have said shitted.
You know, it was a white person filming because they got nervous and put the phone down. They didn't want her to see it. She'd come over and do it.
So she's been arrested.
For what?
She's been caught.
Defecating in public? What is that? What is the law,
That's
though?
definitely,
Public defecation?
I would argue that might be
Indecent
exposure as well.
Yeah, your asshole.
Because as a man of the Juggalo Nation, a frequent chant in Juggalo world is show your butthole.
Sure.
However, when cops started showing up to events, people that would show their butthole would get arrested
Yeah.
and get put on the registry because that's technically a sex
Oh,
crime.
yeah.
Wow.
So don't show your butthole.
Oh,
Don't
so
do it.
this woman's in trouble then.
Don't do it.
What part of Philly was that? Was that Kensington?
I will find. I think we have more detail. I know Rainey's
Can we get
been
cross
on it.
streets there?
It says Delaware County.
I think Rainey went and took
Oh,
a picture.
that
Rainey
feels like
went-
DelCo.
Yeah, I think it's DelCo. Rainey took a picture like the Kennedy. Somebody drew a
Is
pink
that
X.
that's the Zapruder?
Somebody put a pink X like where Kennedy got shot.
The Zapooper?
Yeah.
That's great.
Have you?
They think there was a second shitter.
It was coming in the grassy knoll, actually. You saw the lawn there.
It was the gassy knoll.
It was the grassy knoll.
It was the second
dude.
shitter in the gassy knoll.
The PIA. That's fun. dude.
Also, because a guy got arrested at WrestleMania weekend because they had a bust of Logan Paul that you could hit with a chair, like one of those
That's cool.
like one of those machines that says how hard you punched.
Yeah.
And he took his pants down and rubbed his butt on it,
Yeah.
and he got arrested for indecent exposure because
That's
they said
fun.
people saw his butt.
Yeah, and that's a slippery slope. Then you're going to get a trend going.
Yeah.
I like that move, though.
Yeah,
I like
I mean,
that guy.
Oh yeah, very funny.
That's a very funny move.
Very funny to put your butt on a statue.
Logan Paul, dude?
Yeah,
I love that.
Very. The only thing that would be funnier is if you put a Prime bottle up your ass first.
Yeah, that is good. That's on brand.
So Shannon, tell us more about our pooper because she has been arrested and she had a statement.
Oh, so we got eyes on her.
Yeah, so she's 44 from Ridley Park.
Tough.
Her name is Christina Salamento.
Yep,
And
that clocks.
Yeah.
I have let me see. I have some pictures of her here. Here's just some some face shots of her. This is her.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Apparently, she has an OnlyFans account.
Oh, good.
No. You know what's crazy is she's probably going to pop off from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now she's got a shit.
Good for her.
Well, I mean, she looked like she was locked and loaded. This is what her whole life's been building towards.
You've never been angry enough to do something like that?
I peed in somebody's hat once.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I peed in a man's hat when I was a young guy.
We pooped in a box and put it in somebody's mailbox growing up.
Yeah, that's a good
15,
one.
16 years old.
That's like I feel like a prank, but I mean
Yeah,
like a
prank.
crime of
In anger.
passion. Yeah, to be passionate and angry.
I feel like I could get there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it would have to be very specific.
I tried to do what she did.
What you tried to
Did
shit on
you?
someone's car?
What happened? You came to poop but only farted?
I was driving in the car with my friends and we were leaving an NA meeting and this person, we were driving on the highway and this person ran the light this way and to get on the highway and almost crashed into our car and I was like, follow him, and we pulled up to we followed him to a fucking like some kind of hotel, and you know they have like the port where don't look at what the chat is saying.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to juggle. I'm still learning on how to talk and monitor the chat. I apologize.
The chat's probably
They're blowing up right now. There's some grown men beating off to the idea of you potentially pooping on a car.
Yeah, there's guys dressing up like cars right now.
Be the Nissan
Yeah,
Sentra.
the audience at home is just the transfer. The wah, 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 wah.
So what, you got cut off? I thought it was going to be way worse than a cut off.
It's not that they cut us off. They almost crashed into us.
Oh,
like,
okay.
so it got my adrenaline going. So I made
Decepticon.
I made my friend follow the car, and we pulled up to a hotel, and the car pulled under one of those like little port things
Sure.
right outside the hotel. Yeah. And my friend got out and was like, "Hey man, what the fuck?" And they started having an not a altercation, but a confrontation. And he's like, "Why don't you get back in the car before you know what it feels like to be dead?" And I was like, "What?"
Ooh.
Yeah, and he had a wife and a kid in the car too. And they ended up going into the hotel, and I got out of the car and I climbed up on his car, and I tried to take a shit on top of his car, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't get one, so I just like peed all over it. But
That's amazing. And it was after an NA meeting, so you were sober? That's great.
Maybe you should have
I
been
was ready for this to be like a boozy thing. Just stone cold sober after a meeting that says, forgive
you think
yourself.
maybe you should have been going to Anger Anonymous instead?
I did do an anger. I did a anger management thing.
So wait, did you
After
feel like
this?
now? Question: was your thought process? Fuck him! I need to shit on his car. Try and cook up a shit, or were
Yeah.
you like, I have
Did
to
you have
shit,
it loaded? Yeah.
and then you got performance anxiety?
I didn't have to shit. And honestly, I would say there was no thought process really. This is just what I did. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's where your journey took you.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever intentionally.
I did the prank thing, and I know a dude that peed through the moonroof of a Pontiac Sunfire in high school.
Okay.
That was cool. I think his buddy, or no, one of our homies fucked his girl. And so it
Okay.
like made sense in that moment. I've never done that.
It was like
I never thought about doing it either.
I didn't think about it really. It was just rage.
My
And
friend
that's
Mike
just-
shit on the window of an Outback Steakhouse when we were in
the
high school,
window.
and it was the funniest thing.
So what are the
I'm 37 years old,
Nothing's been funnier.
and nothing will ever beat watching my friend Mike walk up with a family eating Outback.
Oh my
And it was
god.
glass walls.
So
It was in Secaucus.
Yeah.
And he put his asshole on the window
Okay.
and dropped the most solid
hold
wet
a
turd.
glass.
Hold the glass. But then it like fell down like a wacky wall crawler.
Right. Yeah.
And
So it
I
stuck to
just
the
watched this whole family watch poop come out of my friend's butt. And then he just ran away. It was and nothing will be
Yeah.
even close. Both my funniest things I've ever seen were poop related.
How old were the kids?
They were children.
That's kind of a sex
At the Outback?
Yeah.
Do you go back? You can't go back to Outback after that if you're that child.
No.
Which sucks because
plus,
that's a
if you're
great
the
that's a
dad-
great restaurant.
If you it's phenomenal.
Like that it is a fantastic chain restaurant.
If you're the
that would
dad,
be-
you
that would
can't
be
go
mad.
back because you've lost all your power
Yeah.
to ever reprimand your kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Because somebody just shit on your family's dinner and you let them get away.
Yeah.
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 You've been.
A real
What do you think they
man
call that? The
would've-
blooming onion incident? As a family, they have to discuss this moment as a
It has
as
to
a
come
unit.
up. It has to come up. Unless they all swore. That
We will
speak
never
of it again.
talk
No,
about
you
this.
know what it is?
In all fairness, they probably got a free meal.
Oh, I would. Oh, yeah. They probably got offered like free, like a lot of meals.
Yes.
But they could never go back. They're
you-
probably at an NA meeting now.
Yeah.
They're- no.
Dealing with this shit.
Unrelated, but Outback related.
One of the children
Outback,
has
too.
found a way to make the incident last forever. They're in therapy. They're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and my dad used to take us to these shitty restaurants. You know,
I won't
Dad's
have
angry.
you. I won't have you besmirch Outback like that.
Oh, yeah,
Outback is so.
so good.
It's a chain restaurant, but I think it's definitely escalated.
I think it's so. What I rank the tier is like the conversation used to be Applebee's, Chili's, Fridays, and I think Chili's has done such a phenomenal job recently to be the number one in that. And then there's the tier above is Outback because Outback was in that. I think growing up, I'm 38 too, so like I think Outback used to be in that conversation. It's outplayed. I think it's in another tier. Outback is above that.
I think Outback goes with like Bonefish Grill.
Okay.
okay.
I would say
Yeah,
when
that's
it was
fair.
when it was
That's
killing
fair.
at Red Lobster.
Dude, Red Lobster's had pretty significant fallback. I'm with you though. I remember the good times with Red Lobster.
Yeah.
I've never been.
It used to. I don't know if I would suggest it anymore, but there used to be some special stuff going on.
Yeah,
at Red
I would
Lobster.
put with
I mean,
Applebee's.
it was great.
Underneath Applebee's, I would put like a Red Robin,
Yes. Yeah. I don't like Red Robin, but I know what you mean.
and bottom tier for me, Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I still go for lunch though. Soup and salad is like
That's
great
different.
value.
That's different. That's a value meal. Though.
I do lunch.
Where
I
are
don't
you
do dinner
guys
there.
going though to these places? Because I think they vary, like depending on where you go. Like
Okay, I'm
The
I'm
shittier the
speaking-
city, the better the Olive Garden though.
that's what you think.
I think that.
I go to the Outback in Brooklyn.
Oh my god.
I love
would-
Outback.
He's like-
I specifically like Outback.
I
do
really
too.
like Chili's. Chili's is my shit.
Chili's is phenomenal. It's in a lot of airports, which is nice.
If you go with someone who has the little pass or whatever, you could have unlimited chips.
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah.
had that.
I had a
Have you seen Outback's new appetizer?
What is it? No.
Shannon, bring up the bloomerangs.
Really? What are they doing now?
This is brand new. This is brand new
Have you had
Outback
it?
technology. No, it's brand new. I have
Bloomerang.
it. This is going on. I
intrigued.
will be reporting
I
on
can't
the
wait.
bloomerangs because I need to go now. So they are
Oh.
boomerang shaped mozzarella sticks.
Oh, I'm in on that.
And I'll tell you what, they look like a good piece of business.
So. Did you see what Chili's did with their mozzarella sticks?
yes, the
Are you in or out? I'm out.
it's a little much.
What they
It's
do?
too much. They're bigger. They're like girthy boys now. Where like I don't
It's
want.
essentially a block of cheese.
You're like,
Yes. I mean, it is kind of like that. It's that.
yeah.
So it doesn't make sense anymore. Where it used to just be. I don't ever think I thought about their mozzarella sticks. Maybe they were trying to change the game a little bit.
the thing is
I'm out.
as a society, we're so simple-minded, and we're not impressed by that, but somebody is, and that's
Oh,
why they
there's
did
somebody
it.
that. There's a chain on Reddit right now talking about how much they've like changed the game on mozzarella sticks. I'm sure that they're positive feedback.
So we used to do a segment on the show. We'll probably still do. It's called What You Snacking On. However, I want to do our own spin on it. And I do think we're in the perfect part for it. Actually, before we get into it, Shannon, do we have the quote from the pooper lady saying it was
yeah.
a clean poop?
Yes, it was a clean poop.
Hold on. She defended herself
It was
publicly.
it was a clean poop. I didn't even have to wipe.
That is disgusting.
I
That
also
was
have her charges.
That was liquid. Here's my thought is, did she get so mad that she was like, I'm gonna go see if I can shit? Or
Did she
or
have
was
to
she
shit
so
so
mad,
bad?
that she was that angry because she needed to
Was
shit
trying
so
to get
bad?
home and shit,
I
yeah.
think that is probably what happened.
She had to shit, and she was pissed off, and
Yeah.
she's
You're not
gonna-
thinking clearly. If you
No.
have that stewing, I
No.
mean, that's a lot of evil going on there. What's that
I agree.
meal? I don't think that's a home cooked meal. That's a chain restaurant meal.
That might be like wake up in the morning, 2 Red Bulls, couple cigarettes.
You think that's a breakfast meal that turned into that, or that's like a night before?
That might be a night of drinking, followed by
You gotta wonder what, because when I take shits like that in the privacy of my own bathroom, I do consider the meals that led up to that action. I wonder what went wrong with her. That looks like, honestly, there could be, speaking of Cinco de Mayo, that could be a Mexican dish or some sort of Latino dish that had some sour cream that went south.
Yes.
That's some bad sour cream, which is one of the worst
right.
shit you can get. If you have runny sour cream, turns into a monster.
Fun's begun, no sleeping in. Noon is morning time to him. Pop a big old chug it down, just like a favorite old beast clown. Grab a coffee and join the crew. It's Zac Amico's morning zoo. It's Zac Amico's